Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I was supposed to roast my partner because he's going back and I suck at it. So we'll just do a little bit and then I'll tell his favorite story, a rework of his favorite story. So I used to think he was an alcoholic until I went to Alaska. Those people, you might think I don't know drinking, but let me make it clear. I grew up in a trailer park where most people had gin for breakfast. And I dated a Russian. I know drinking! And these people drank. Like a Tuesday at 1:30, a guy is ordering a double vodka with a tequila back, and I'm like, do you have tomorrow off? And he's like, no, I'm running a fishing boat at 8 a.m. Let's go! You know, these people are fucking insane. They drink to win. I don't know what they're trying to win, but they're trying to win. Oh, so let's go on to the story. How do you guys feel about powdered donuts? Do you like powdered donuts? Do you remember the first time you ate a powdered donut? I do. I was in a police station in Tijuana. I was 8 years old and I was 48 hours away from being deported from the country. Let's rewind and see where this starts. So my parents were divorced and I was at school and my father came to pick me up. It was a weekday, but you know, you don't say no to dad. I didn't know that what was happening was what's called a non-custodial kidnapping. That's when the parent that does not have custody of you takes you. But I was 8. It's just dad. Let's go. And we drove 16 hours to Mexico. I don't know what his plan was, if there was a plan, what was going to happen, but he decided that this was a good time to go on a bender. Yeah, drinking very heavily. And I don't know why, probably because he kidnapped me. I was supposed to be behind the seat in the truck and driving around and, you know, I had fallen asleep like a little squirrel, curled up behind the seat. And there was a loud bang and glass flew over and I heard people speaking Spanish and I heard my father say what he always said when the police showed up, "You'll never take me alive!" Which I heard him say many times. So, you know, it was just the usual night with Dad. What had happened is he'd struck a pedestrian and killed them. I didn't know them at the time. But I did hear the tow truck coming. I was still following the instructions to hide. And I realized I didn't want to go to a Mexican tow yard. Even at 8 years old, I knew that was probably going to be bad. So I popped up. And they found somebody who could speak English. And a nice police officer lady took me to the station and gave me a hot cocoa and a powdered donut. And I said, this trip is awesome. This trip is awesome. And asked if I knew my phone number. And I did. They called my mom. She was stunningly calm. I'd been gone for a couple days. She was stunningly calm. You're safe, sweetheart? Okay, we'll send Nana down to pick you up at the border. And I went and stayed with the lady police officer for a couple of days, and then somebody from the U.S. Embassy escorted me to the border and handed me off to my grandmother. And so I can claim to be deported from Mexico, because that is technically a deportation. People are like, how did that end? And it's like, that's the problem with telling this story, because I don't know, because something highly illegal went down, because 2 months later, my father was back in the United States. And 2 months after that, his father, my grandfather, who used to be an admiral in the Navy, came to my mother's house and said, I will never do anything for this family ever again. But I still like powdered donuts. You guys have a great night. My name is Tanya Cope, but my friends have shortened that to taco. You have a good night, friends.